In a fraction of a second, the distance between life and death vanishes. A rattlesnake coiled in the dry brush launches its head forward with an acceleration of nearly 300 meters per second squared. This is faster than a human can blink, faster than a professional athlete can react, and arguably one of the most efficient mechanical displays in the biological world. The prey does not even have time to register the shadow of its predator before the fangs have already delivered their payload and the snake has begun its retreat. This is not just a movement, it is a masterclass in biological engineering and fluid physics. To understand the strike, one must first look at the incredible anatomy that powers it. Snakes are essentially a long, flexible tube of pure muscle, with hundreds of ribs and specialized muscle groups designed for sudden bursts of kinetic energy. Unlike mammals that rely on bulky limb muscles, a snake uses its entire body as a spring. When a strike is initiated, the potential energy stored in the coiled body is converted into kinetic energy with almost zero transition time. This process is driven by complex muscular contractions that occur simultaneously across multiple segments of the snake's spine. The speed of a strike is often measured in milliseconds. While a human eye takes about 200 milliseconds to blink, some viper species can complete an entire strike from launch to contact in less than 100 milliseconds. What is even more fascinating is the G-force involved. A human pilot might pass out at 9 or 10 G, but a striking snake experiences forces upwards of 30 G. The internal structure of the snake's skull and its brain are specially adapted to handle this sudden deceleration upon impact without sustaining damage. The skull itself is highly kinetic, meaning it is made of many loosely joined bones that can shift and absorb the shock of hitting a target at high velocity. Beyond pure speed, the precision of the strike is governed by a sophisticated biological guidance system. Many snakes, particularly pit vipers, use infrared sensing pits located between their eyes and nostrils. These organs detect thermal radiation, allowing the snake to see a heat map of its surroundings. In the dead of night, the snake does not need light to aim. It calculates the exact position, movement, and distance of the warm-blooded prey, feeding this data into its motor system to adjust the strike trajectory in real time. The physics of the strike is a combination of ballistic movement and mid-air corrections. As the snake nears its target, the mouth opens to an incredible angle, often exceeding 150 degrees. This is made possible by a quadrate bone that acts like a double-jointed hinge. The fangs, which are tucked against the roof of the mouth, swing forward like switchblades. This mechanical deployment is timed to perfection. If the fangs deploy too early, they increase air resistance and could break. Too late, and the strike fails. The moment of impact is a high-pressure event where the venom glands are squeezed by specialized muscles, forcing the toxin through the hollow fangs like a needle under immense hydraulic pressure. The final phase of the strike is the retraction. Almost as soon as the fangs have made contact, the snake begins to pull back. This is a defensive necessity. A snake is vulnerable while extended, and many prey animals have sharp claws or teeth that could cause injury if the snake lingered. The entire sequence, the coil, the launch, the bite, and the recovery, is a seamless loop of high-efficiency energy transfer. It's a reminder that in the natural world, survival is often dictated by who can master the laws of physics the fastest. Scientists studying these movements use high-speed cameras capable of thousands of frames per second to dissect every micro-movement. They have discovered that the strike is not a single lunge, but a series of waves moving through the snake's body. These waves help maintain balance and ensure that the head remains stable even as it moves at terminal velocity. The fluid dynamics of the venom injection and the structural integrity of the bones under such high stress continue to provide insights that could one day influence human engineering, from robotics to medical delivery systems. In conclusion, the physics of a snake strike represents the absolute limit of what biological tissue can achieve. It is a perfect harmony of sensory input, muscular power, and skeletal flexibility. For the observer, it's a blur of motion, but for the snake, it is a calculated and precise execution of physical laws that has been refined over millions of years of evolution. The silent, sudden, and devastating nature of the strike remains one of the most fascinating phenomena in the animal kingdom, proving that sometimes nature's most effective tools are those that move faster than the mind can perceive.